What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. We are back again, another week of pick'ems, wasting no time. We're getting into it. As Gil said, over a quarter of the way into the season, so a lot has happened. A lot is going on here, and it was a tough week for the pick'ems, for the boys in the pick'ems there. Not good records overall. We got a lot of 8 and 6s, a 9 and 5, and someone got a 6 and 8 record last week. Not too good. I wonder who did that. But anyways, not important. All-time standings, getting into it. Tie at the top. Cade and Drew, a little brotherly love there. 49 and 29 so far on the year. Another tie for technically third place, 47 and 31 each for Gil and Cam, the former roommates there. And me and Cam were also roommates, but besides the point, myself coming in the rear, 44 and 34. At least it's a winning record. I mean, that's all I gotta say to defend myself there. Not too good. But another week in the books. Couple of really good games last week, like we had mentioned. A couple of winners of the weeks and a couple of losers of the weeks, as well as our frauds of the weeks too. So let's jump right in. Winners of the weeks. Number 1, Cade going with Jacksonville, beating Buffalo in London 25-20. The only one of the group to go with Jacksonville there, so a great pick from Cade. He just knew that Jacksonville is a bunch of London superstars, I guess, there, so not even a big deal. And then the next couple of winners, both the same person, Cam, a couple winners of the week here, going with Atlanta at home against Houston, the only one going with Atlanta there. Pretty good pick there, even though Stroud looked like he had it there at the end of the game. The defense let him down. And then going with Cincinnati on the road at Arizona. This, in hindsight, this one feels like more of us should have caught on to it. But again, it was kind of a when will the Bengals figure it out situation. It turns out they did, and Cam was on the right track there. So there's your 3 winning picks of the week, winners of the week. 2 losers of the week. Myself, thought I was being sneaky. You saw me last week change my pick live on the pick'ems from Philadelphia to the Los Angeles Rams, and I did not get that one right. I thought I had them. I did not have anything, it turns out. And then Cam going with the loser of the week there, Minnesota at home against Kansas City, a game they had a chance to win, but they didn't, and they are continuing to return to the mean there, regressing to the mean so far. So there's your winners and your losers of the week, and 2 frauds of the week. First one, Washington at home getting blown out by Chicago Bears. The whole Party Chat crew went with Washington, and the Bears ended up taking it to them. So they're fraudulent. And then Baltimore, I love to see it, as I said, Baltimore losing at Pittsburgh 17-10, a game they should have won by 30 points, but their wide receivers decided they did not want to. They did not want to win. So Baltimore, fraudulent of the week. So that's the week 5 recap. So a lot went on, a lot of good, a lot of bad, and a lot of ugly. So getting into week 6 here, Denver at Kansas City. That's a Thursday night game tonight. Probably going to be a blowout, and that is why everyone going with Kansas City and T-Swift Nation. Are they still a thing? I mean, there's been some rumors floating around. I don't know. We gotta look into that. But getting into the Sunday slate here, Baltimore at Tennessee. A handful of us going with Baltimore, myself, Drew, and Gil, and then Cade and Cam on the Tennessee hype train. I think Baltimore losing at Pittsburgh is a fluke, and I think they're going to come out and beat Tennessee by probably 20 points. So we'll get into that. Next one, Washington at Atlanta. So Washington coming off a very embarrassing loss. Atlanta coming off of a comeback from behind, game-winning field goal, win. And only 2 of us are going with Atlanta. Myself and Cam, Cade, Drew, and Gil going with the Commanders, should be called the Redskins. Next one, our first team on Fraud Watch, everyone going with Minnesota on the road at Chicago. NFC North battle. Are the Bears for real? They haven't played too many good opponents. I think Minnesota's going to be the first good or higher quality opponent they're going to play, or higher quality than opponents they have played. And that's why a lot of us are going with Minnesota here on the road, coming off a game against Kansas City. They probably should have won there. So, but if they lose, they're our first frauds of the week. Next one, Seattle at Cincy. A couple of people don't think Cincy is back. That would be Cade and Gill. Me, Drew, and Cam do think they're back, though, and we are going with the Cincinnati Bengals. Next one, San Francisco at Cleveland. Not much to say on this one. San Francisco should sweep the floor with them. Is Deshaun Watson going to play, or is he healthy? I don't know. San Francisco at Cleveland. Going to be a non-memorable game, I think, and San Francisco is probably going to win, hence the clean sweep. Next one, New Orleans at Houston. Two people going with New Orleans. That would be Drew and Gil, and then the rest of us going with Houston, myself, Cade, and Cam. I think just trying to believe in that young Houston team. Just trying to see them take that next step, because they can. They have the talent. They've shown that they can do it. They dominated Pittsburgh. They should have beat Atlanta. They didn't. So where can that young team go from here? Is an underperforming New Orleans squad a good test for them? I think it is. Next game, back to the AFC South. I feel like the AFC South has pretty much played each other every single week so far this year. Indianapolis at Jacksonville. Our first chance for a winner of the week, because Cam is the only one going with Indianapolis and Gardner Minshew. The rest of us going with the Super London Jacksonville Jaguars. There should be a good game. Interesting to see that Colts team with Gardner Minshew and Jacksonville preparing for a Gardner Minshew all week, and we'll see if they are ready for him. Moving to the Southeast, not a good transition. Carolina at Miami. Clean sweep on the board for Miami here. They should blow them out of the water. Bryce Young's probably going to throw a couple more picks. I don't think much else needs to be said there. Rolling in. Next one, New England at Las Vegas. The battle of the bad. New England has not looked really good. I think they're 0 for the last 2 weeks, right, on offense, no points. And yet Cam and Gill are believers in New England. I think Las Vegas is going to win this game, plain and simple. I think New England is horrible. I think Mac Jones is horrible. And they could be in Caleb Williams' contention so far. So Las Vegas there, I think, is going to come out with the win. Drew and Cade agree with me. And this might be the first time Cade is picking the Las Vegas Raiders to win. I'll have to check that for future episodes, but we'll see. Maybe this is the first time he's actually picking his Raiders team. Moving on, though, Detroit at Tampa Bay. Everyone going with Detroit here, the better team on the road, though, so that could pose some problems. But Detroit needs to win this game if they're serious about contending in the NFC. You need to be able to take down an NFC opponent there that's not at the top of the NFC. So clean sweep there for Detroit. If they lose, they would be on fraud watch for this week. So hopefully they do well. Next one, Arizona at the LA Rams. Again, another clean sweep here. Everyone going for the LA Rams. Arizona, they've played hard every game they've been in. They're just lacking a little bit of talent. And with the Rams having Cooper Kupp come back, and they still got Aaron Donald, I think his injury was fine. He's still got Matt Stafford. I think the Rams are going to have more than what the Cardinals can handle, and it is in LA too. I think that's going to play a big part there. So the clean sweep there for the Rams. Philadelphia at New York Jets. We have one New York Jet believer, and it is not our New York Jets fan. It is Cam going with the Jets at home. Philly coming into town. I've said this a couple times now. I think Philly they're on fraud watch, like they're going to lose a game. And every week so far, I think we've all picked Philly to win. This is the first time. Well, no, I checked that last week. I picked Philly to lose. But regardless, I've kind of said that it feels like the Philadelphia Eagles are going to lose a game here soon. This does not feel like one of those games. I think Philadelphia is going to win. I'm sorry, Gil, but Cam believes that the Jets have a shot. I think we'll see that on the loser picks on the next week's episode. Moving on, though, New York Giants at the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo at home here. I believe this is the Sunday night football game. Clean sweep across the board. Buffalo should manhandle them. The Giants are bad. They're terrible. Their quarterback is one of the worst in the league, and he's getting paid $40 million a year. that is a tough spot to be in. So regardless of that, the play on the field, Buffalo should absolutely torch them. Whatever the spread is, take it for Buffalo because it's probably not large enough. So Buffalo, Sunday Night Football, go for them. Two teams on a bye this week, Pittsburgh and Green Bay. So we'll give a wave as they roll by there. Goodbye. We'll see you next week. Enjoy your win, Pittsburgh. Matt Canada is still in town, so not happy. And that's enough said there. Monday night, Dallas at the LA Chargers. Dallas plays in the Monday night or Sunday night game like 4 out of 5 times this year. Wild, especially with how they performed against San Francisco. Not good, but yet still a lot of people going for him. Myself, Drew, Cade, and Gil all going for Dallas. Cam again going for the home underdog here for the LA Chargers. Thinks Herbo and company is going to torch that Dallas defense, and they very well could. Should be a good game, honestly. Exciting. Two teams that don't face off very often. And yeah, we'll see. This one has potential for Cam to get that win back that he's going to lose when he picks the Jets. But this one has potential to be winner of the week there for the LA Chargers. I just don't think it's going to happen. I think Dallas wins, hence why I'm picking Dallas. But should be a very good game there. So overall, there's your week 6. Let us know how you're doing. Drop your pick'ems in the comments below. Drop a like on the video, subscribe, all that stuff greatly helps the channel grow, helps spread to more people, and that's just great. So let us know. Should be a really good game tonight. Just kidding. I forgot who it was. I just looked. Denver at Kansas City. That's probably not going to be great. So we'll just hang out for Sunday. We'll wait for Sunday. So I hope you all enjoy it. Another week in the books, and here we go.